Okay, now so far we've only dealt with tweening position. That's not the only thing that we can tween in Director. We can tween uh, other properties of a sprite, such as its size, color, rotation, and even its skew, which we're not going to cover right now. Um, but we will cover those others. For instance, suppose we wanted to make it appear as if the ball were moving away from us as it went towards the opposite side of the table by making it get smaller. Well, we could select the final frame of our animation and scale the sprite on the stage so it was smaller. Let's do that. We go to the final keyframe of our animation. Takes a little while to scroll here. Okay. We go to the final keyframe of our ball, and we want it to be moving towards the back as we do that. So we want to make the ball appear smaller. Well, we can scale our ball by holding down the Shift key, clicking on one of the corners, and just kind of dragging it in. And now our ball is a lot smaller. Now, when we rewind and play our movie, let's see what effect this has. We press rewind, we press play. Alright, it's the same as before. It's looking normal. Alright, we get here. Now it's going to start getting a little different. Watch. Subtle, but our ball has gotten smaller between our previous keyframe and our last keyframe. It gets progressively smaller. We've tweened the size here. And we might be able to see in more detail as we go here if we just drag back and forth. It's a subtle difference, but it is getting smaller. We can make the effect more pronounced by selecting the first sprite ball at the beginning of our score. Let's just click rewind here. Let's scroll back to the beginning of our score. Select the first keyframe. Okay. And in this first keyframe, let's make our sprite bigger. All right. We can do this again. Hold down the Shift key. Click on one of the corners of our shape sprite. Drag it to make it bigger. Now, when we rewind and press play, our ball gets smaller. It gets there, and it gets even smaller, as if it's going off into the distance. So that's another thing that we can tween in our animations is size.